Hello guys. So far we have learned electronics logic, mathematical logic, basic gates, mathematical connectives, logic diagram of Boolean expression and construction of truth table for Boolean expression and mathematical statements. In case if you miss, the link is available in the description. Today we will learn two derived gates. They are NAND and NOR. Then we will learn Boolean algebra, Boolean laws, algebra of statements from mathematical logic, and De Morgan's law. So let's start with derived gates. Derived gates. The type of gates which are derived from basic gates. There are four types of derived gates: NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR gate, and XNOR gate. Among these four, today we will learn NAND and NOR. So let's start with NAND gate. The NAND stands for not of and, that is N for not and not of and. In digital electronics, the output of NAND gate is complement of AND gate. Let's see how a NAND gate can be derived from basic gates. Here is two terminals A and B passes through AND gate. The output of AND gate is A dot B, and then again this output is passed through a NOT gate will give me A dot B to the whole bar. As we know that AND gate, output of AND gate is A dot B and output of NOT gate is A complement or A bar. So in this manner we can construct NAND gate by using basic gates, a AND and a NOT gate. Here is the symbol of NAND gate. A bubble is placed after AND gate. It becomes NAND. This bubble means NOT gate, or this bubble means we have to take complement. These are the terminals. These are not bubbles. These are the terminals, two input terminals and output terminal. But this bubble means it is complement. It is used to take the complement of output. So, and the logical equation is y is equal to A dot B to the whole bar. Now let's see the truth table. We have A, B. As we know that the logical equation is A dot B to the whole bar. So first we required A dot B. Here are the possible combinations for input 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, that is 0 1 2 and 3. Now 0 dot 0 0 0 dot 1 1 0 dot 1 0 1 dot 0 0 and 1 dot 1 1. Now on taking complement of this, A dot B will give me A dot B to the whole bar. So 0 become 1 and 1 become 0. So final output is 11110. So we can say that the truth table of NAND gate is when A and B are the two input is 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 and 1 1 0. So we can say that from the truth table it is clear that when any one of the input is low, output is high. Look at here. Here we have two low inputs. Here we have one. Here we have one. In all these three cases, the output is high. When all the inputs are high, output is low. This is NAND gate. Now let's see the switching representation. Here is the switching representation of NAND gate, where switch A and B both will be open when they are at 0 and will be closed at 1. Now, as we know that current has a property to follow the shortest path. So if A and B both are closed, that means both are at 1, the current will flow through this branch and it will not flow from here and the lamp will not glow. So when A is 1, B is 1, output is 0. Now when A is 0, B is 0. A is 0, B is 0. Both are open. This branch is open, so current will flow through lamp and lamp will glow. When A is at 0, B is at 1, current will not flow from here. In that case as well, lamp will glow. When A is closed, B is open, current will flow till B, but it will not pass through B, and hence this branch will again open and the current will flow through lamp and lamp will glue. Now let's see NOR gate. Here as well, similar to NAND, NOR means not of OR, not of OR. In digital electronics, the output of NOR gate is complement of OR gate, as NAND gate is output of NAND gate is complement of AND. Here output of NOR is complement of OR. Here is how NOR is derived from basic gates. First, we have given A and B input to the OR gate, and that input is passed to the NOT gate, will give me A plus B to the whole bar. Here as well, the symbol, a bubble is placed after OR gate and becomes NOR gate symbol. The logical equation is y is equal to A plus B to the whole bar. Now, first we will make the truth table. So first we required A plus B. Here is A plus B, 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 1, and complement of A plus B will become 1 0 0 0. Now, so truth table is when both the inputs are low, output is high. When any one of the input is high, output is low. Here it is. From truth table, it is clear that when all the inputs are low, output is high. Otherwise, if any one of the input is high, output will be low. Let's see the switching representation. Here is the switching representation. Suppose A and B both are at 0. This branch is open and current will flow through here. So we will get A is 0, B is 0, output is 1. Now A is at 0, B is at 1. B is at 1, so current will flow from here in this manner through switch B, and lamp will not glow. Now when A is 1, B is 0, A is 1, B is 0, the current will flow through here through switch A and lamp will not glow. When A is 1, B is 1, current will flow from here and lamp will not glow. Here is the truth table. Now let's move to the next topic, Boolean algebra. Boolean algebra. It is used to analyze and simplify the digital, or we can say logic circuits. It is used only in binary numbers 0 and 1. It is also called as logical algebra or binary algebra. The applications are: it is originally invented for solving logic problems, and it has greatest use in the digital computers like digital watches, digital calculators, smartphones, etc. The advantages of Boolean algebra are simplicity, accuracy, and speed. Now let's see next topic, Boolean laws. Now, what is Boolean laws? As we learn that Boolean algebra is used to analyze and simplify the digital circuits. We have to simplify the digital circuit, and to simplify these circuits we need laws so that we can simplify them. So here are the Boolean laws. First, commutative law. A plus B is equal to B plus A, or A dot B is equal to B dot A, as we learned this in childhood or in lower classes. The same law is applied in the mathematical logic as well. Commutative law. P disjunction Q is equal to Q disjunction P, and P conjunction Q is equal to Q conjunction P. Now let's move to the next law, associative law. This law, we are also aware with this law, A plus B plus C. If we add A plus B and then we will add the sum of A plus B into C, that is equal to, if we add B plus C first and then the sum of B plus C into A is equal. Similarly, A dot B dot C is equal to A dot B dot C. The same law is applied in the mathematical logic as well. P disjunction Q disjunction R is equal to P disjunction Q disjunction R, and P conjunction Q conjunction R is equal to P conjunction Q conjunction R. Now let's move to the next topic, next law, idempotent law. A plus A is equal to A and A dot A is equal to A. That means either addition or multiplication. If anything is repeated, the value will be same. Let's see one example. Suppose A is equal to 0. So we have 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. When both the inputs of OR gate is low, output is low, 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. In the similar manner, if both the inputs of AND gate is low, 0.0 is equal to 0, output is low. Suppose A is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. OR gate, when both the inputs are high, output is high. 1.1 is equal to 1. AND gate, when both the inputs are high, output is high. The same rule is applied in the mathematical logic as well, where P disjunction P is equal to P and P conjunction P is equal to P. Now let's move to the fourth law, complementary law. A plus A bar is equal to 1, where A bar is complement of A and A dot A bar is equal to 0. Let's see. Suppose A is equal to 0, so A bar will become 1. Now 0 plus 1 is equal to 1 from OR gate truth table, and 0.1 is equal to 0 from AND gate truth table. Clear? Now the same law is available in mathematical logic as well, named as complement law. P disjunction negation of P is equal to T, that is true, and P conjunction negation of P is equal to F, that is false. As we know that T is equal to 1 and F is equal to 0, equivalent to electronics logic. Now next is insertion law. A dot 1 is equal to A. Suppose A is equal to 0, so 0.1 is equal to 0, 0 is equal to A. Suppose A is equal to 1, so 1.1 is equal to 1 and the value of 1 is equal to A. So what we get? A dot 1 is equal to A. Now A dot 0 is equal to 0. Suppose A is equal to 0, so 0.0 is equal to 0. Suppose A is equal to 1, 1.0 is equal to 0. So what we get? A dot 0 is equal to 0. The same law is available with the name of identity law. P conjunction T, that is true, is equal to P and P conjunction F is equal to F. Union law. A plus 1 or 1 plus A is equal to 1. Suppose A is equal to 0, so 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Suppose A is equal to 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. A plus 0 is equal to A, 0 plus 0 is equal to 0 and 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, as 1 is equal to A here and 0 is equal to A here. So A plus 0 is equal to A. This law came under the identity law. P disjunction T is equal to T and P disjunction F is equal to P. Now let's move to the seventh law, double negation law. A double negation or double complement of A is equal to A. Suppose A is equal to 0, so A complement will become 1, and if we take again complement of A or 1 will become 0, that is equal to A. That is A double complement or double negation is equal to A. Here as well double negation of P is equal to P. Now let's move to the next law, distributive law. Here A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus A dot C. It is nothing but just opening the bracket. A dot B plus A dot C. Here as well A plus B dot A plus C is equal to A plus BC. Now let's see how this came. We have A plus B dot A plus C in the LHS. Now I am going to open the bracket by simple mathematical rule. A dot A dot C, B dot A and B dot C. Here it is a dot a plus a dot c plus b dot a plus b dot c. As we know that from idempotent law, a dot a is equal to a. So this a dot a becomes a, rest is as usual. So it becomes a plus a dot c plus b dot a plus b dot c. Now from these three terms I took a as a common. So what is remained? 1 plus c plus b plus bc. Now we know that from union law 1 plus a or a plus 1 is equal to 1. So 1 plus something, 1 plus anything or something is equal to 1. So 1 plus c plus b. If I suppose c plus b is equal to a, so what will I get? 1 plus a. 1 plus a is equal to 1. So I will get a dot 1 plus bc. As we know that from intersection law, a dot 1 is equal to a. So we get a plus b dot c. That is our RHS, a plus b dot c. This law is available in the mathematical logic as well, written as P conjunction Q disjunction R is equal to P conjunction Q disjunction P conjunction R. The second law, P disjunction Q conjunction P disjunction R is equal to P disjunction Q conjunction R. Now let's move to the next law, that is absorption law. It states that a dot a plus b is equal to a. Now let's see. First we will open the bracket. So it will become a dot a plus a dot b. Now we know that a dot a is equal to a from idempotent law. So it becomes a plus a dot b. Now on taking a as common, I will get 1 plus b. And from union law, 1 plus anything or a plus 1 or 1 plus a is equal to 1. So 1 plus b becomes 1 and a dot 1 is equal to a. So what we get? A. So we can say that a dot a plus b is equal to a. The next law is a plus a dot b is equal to a. In absorption law, we have two laws. A dot a plus b is equal to a and a plus a dot b is equal to a. The proof of this is from here. A plus a dot b is equal to a. Now absorption law, P conjunction P disjunction Q is equal to P. Here as well, a dot a plus b is equal to a. P disjunction P conjunction Q is equal to P. A plus a dot b is equal to a. Now other than these 8 laws, there are 2 more laws, conditional law and biconditional law. So conditional law states that P implies Q is equal to negation of P disjunction Q, and the biconditional law is P biconditional Q is equal to P implies Q conjunction Q implies P. As we know that P implies Q is negation of P disjunction Q. So substituting this value, I will get negation of P disjunction Q conjunction negation of Q disjunction P. Now other than these Boolean laws, there is one more Boolean law which is not similar to any of mathematical logic. Law of common identity. The first law is a dot a bar plus b is equal to ab. So first we take LHS, a dot a bar plus b. Now opening the bracket, a dot a bar plus a dot b. As we know that from complementary law, a dot a bar is equal to 0. So 0 for a dot a bar and ab as it is. 0 plus a is equal to a from union law. So we get 0 plus a. So this will become as it is. So we will get ab, that is our RHS. And the second law is a plus a bar b is equal to a plus b. Now let's see. First we take the LHS. Now if I multiply a dot 1, if I multiply 1 in a, the answer will be a from intersection law. a dot 1 is equal to a. So I have multiplied 1 here. Now why I multiplied by 1? As we know that here we have two inputs a and b, but here we have only one, so we will add the second one. So how? First we have multiplied by 1. Now as we know that a plus 1 is equal to 1, so we are going to add a plus 1. So what is here? A and b are the two inputs. Here we have only a, so we will add b. So 1 plus b is added in place of 1, as 1 plus b is equal to 1 and a dot 1 is equal to a, so we will have a plus a bar b. First we have multiplied by 1, then in place of 1 we have substituted 1 plus b. Now we are going to open the bracket. So on opening the bracket, what we get? A plus ab, a plus ab plus a bar b. Now on taking b from this common, on taking common b from these two terms, what will I get? A plus a bar. As we know that from complementary law, a plus a bar is equal to 1. So what I get? A plus b dot 1. A dot 1 is equal to a from intersection law. So what we get? A plus b. That is our RHS. Now let's move to the last topic of the lecture, that is De Morgan's law, or sometimes it is called as De Morgan's theorem. There are two De Morgan's law. The first law states that the complement of logical sum is equal to the logical product of the complements. Here it is, logical sum a plus b, the complement of logical sum. So a plus b to the whole bar, or complement of a plus b, is equal to logical product a dot b, logical product of the complements. Here they are plurals, so a bar dot b bar. Now let's see how to prove this law. We have a plus b to the whole bar is equal to a bar dot b bar. Now taking LHS, and we are going to construct the truth table for LHS. On LHS we have a plus b to the whole bar. So here are the a and b two inputs and their possible combinations 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Now a plus b, 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 0 1, and 1 plus 1 1 from OR gate. This is OR gate. This is not binary addition. This is Boolean. A plus a is equal to a. Now we have to take complement of this. So 0 will become 1 and 1 will become 0. So on the LHS we get 1 0 0 or 1 0 0 0. Alright. Now we will take the RHS. The RHS is a bar dot b bar. So first we took the a and b and their possible combination 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Then we will take complement of a and complement of b, that is a bar and b bar. So 0 will become 1 and 1 will become 0. Here as well 0 will become 1 and 1 will become 0. Now then we have to perform a bar dot b bar. So column third dot column 4. So 1 dot 1 1, 1 dot 0 0, 0 dot 1 0, and 0 dot 0 0. So from column 4th of LHS and column 5th of RHS, both are identically equal. Look at here, 1 1, 0 0, 0 0, 0 0. So from the above tables we can say that the 4th column of LHS and the 5th column of RHS, it is clear that both the columns are identically equal. Hence the first theorem or first law is proved. Now if we draw the diagram for this, on the LHS we have a plus b to the whole bar. So first we will pass a and b through OR gate. So we will get a plus b, and then this output is passed through NOT gate. We will get a plus b bar, or simply we can put NOR gate. A b passes through NOR gate, we will get a plus b to the whole bar. Now for RHS we required a bar dot b bar. So first we will pass a from NOT gate, and B from NOT gate. So we will get A bar and B bar, and then this A bar and B bar passes through AND gate. So we will get A bar dot B bar. Now this is known as bubbled AND gate, where instead of NOT gate we are putting bubbles before AND gate. This bubbles means complement, or we have to pass the inputs from NOT gate. So it will become A bar, it will become B bar, and then it will pass to AND gate. So this type of gate is known as bubbled AND gate, where bubbles are at the input side. Clear? If bubble is at the output side, it will become NAND gate, but if they are at the input side, it is known as bubbled AND gate. So what we conclude from here, the NOR gate, which is our LHS, and the bubbled AND gate, which is our RHS, are equivalent. NOR gate is equivalent to bubbled AND gate. Now let's move to the second law of De Morgan. The complement of logical product is equal to the logic sums of complements. A dot B to the whole bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. Now let's prove this by using same method. A dot B to the whole bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. On taking LHS, we have A dot B to the whole bar. Here are the possible combination of A and B. Now first we will take A dot B. So 0 dot 0 0, 0 dot 1 0, 1 dot 0 0, and 1 dot 1 1. Now we are going to take complement of this. So 0 will become 1 and 1 will become 0. Now for RHS we have A bar plus B bar. So first we have to take A bar and B bar of the input A and B. So 0 will become 1 and 1 will become 0 here as well. Then we have to perform OR A plus B, that is OR operation. 1 plus 1 1, 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 1 1, and 0 plus 0 0. Here as well, if you see, the fourth column of LHS is identically equal to the fifth column of RHS. Now let's move to the diagram. First we have to take A dot B to the whole bar. So A and B passes through AND gate, and the output of AND is A dot B. Then this A dot B is passes through NOT gate, will give me A dot B to the whole bar. It is also known as NAND gate. A and B passes through NAND gate, will give me A dot B bar. Now for RHS we required A bar plus B bar. So first we will pass A through NOT gate and B through NOT gate. So we will get A bar and B bar, and this inputs are passes through OR gate, will give me A bar plus B bar. In the similar manner as we discussed in the previous law, this type of gate is known as bubbled OR gate, where bubbles are put at the input. Here it is. This is known as bubbled OR gate. So what we conclude from here, NAND gate is equivalent to bubbled OR gate. The De Morgan law is written in the mathematical logic as negation of P disjunction Q is equal to negation of P conjunction negation of Q, and the second law, negation of P conjunction Q is equal to negation of P disjunction negation of Q. Here is the quick recap of all the Boolean laws. That's all for today. In the next lecture we will learn the remaining two derived gates. They are XOR and XNOR. Then we will learn why NAND and NOR are known as universal gates. Thank you.